What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ash, and I am back at it again with another video to boss your life up. In this video, I'm going to be giving advice to everybody who's in their 20s who want to be successful in life, okay? So if you want to be successful and you're in your 20s, shoot, I don't care if you're in your 30s or older. If you find this video useful, by all means, apply it to your life. My first piece of advice for you is to establish a solid relationship with God, you guys. Make sure that you have God in the center of every single thing you set out to do. Make sure you pray and talk to him about what it is you're trying to do, whether or not that's start a business, whether or not you don't know which school you should choose, you don't know what field you should work in. No matter what the situation may be, make sure that you consult with God about it, and make sure that you guys are establishing a healthy relationship with God, going to church, getting in that Bible, y'all. That's probably the best advice that I'm gonna give you in this video. Another piece of advice I will give you is to save your money, okay? You are gonna want to save some money, y'all. At least make sure that you have a solid $10,000 in the bank, regardless, just in your savings. I know for some people that's kind of unrealistic, and for others it may be more realistic, and for others it might take a little time to obtain the $10,000 in the bank. But just keep building, keep building. I don't care if you're putting $20 in a month. Build towards keeping at least $10,000 in your bank account. Make sure that you are disciplined enough to not touch your savings money. That brings me into my next point. Make sure that you guys practice discipline. As young people in our 20s, we want to be wild, we want to be free, we want to do what we want to do, we want to go party, we want to do what we want to do because we're finally experiencing freedom. We're finally like, oh my gosh, I got this. Some people may have their own apartment, some people may have their own car, and it's just a sense of freedom. And because we probably didn't have that at some point in our lives when we were kids, when we finally do have freedom, it kind of feels like, okay, nobody can tell me nothing, I'm about to do what I want to do. But still, in that, make sure that you guys have discipline. Make sure that you guys are still getting sleep. Make sure that you guys are still putting in work. Partying is fun and all, partying is cool and all, and I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying just make sure that you're disciplined enough to live a balanced lifestyle. Now, if you're anything like me and you're still living with your parents, do not feel pressured to leave. I don't want to speak for people who are probably in toxic situations, who, you know, are coming up in an abusive household. I don't want to speak for those people. I'm speaking specifically to people who may, you know, have a good circumstance in their household, and whose parents don't mind them staying, and whose parents are like, you need to stay here, you need to build your money, save your money. Listen to your parents. I promise you, it's going to be all right. You're going to be able to experience living on your own at some point. You're going to be able to do that. But while you're living with your parents, y'all, me personally, I'm not in a rush to move. Okay, if you're in a situation where you're able to stay at home and it's a healthy environment, make sure that you do that and take advantage of that situation. It's a great way to continue to save your money. You'll have the ability to thrive or last longer outside on your own when you actually do decide to leave, because you've already, you know, saved money, you've already prepped for the world while you were at home. Another piece of advice I would like to give you guys is to grind, to work hard. We're in our 20s, you guys. We're young, we can move around, we can get things done. You use this time to work hard, to put in work, giving your all to whatever business you may have, to whatever job you may have. Make sure that you guys are putting your all into what you're doing, that whatever provides money for you. Make sure that you guys are working hard in that field. I promise when you get older, it's gonna all pay off, and you're gonna be like, I'm glad I worked hard when I was young, because now I can sit and relax when I'm old. Okay, so it's all gonna pay off in the end. And I know it may seem like a distance from now, but honestly, you have to think long term. You have to think, how do I want to live when I'm 60 years old? Do I want to be working as hard as I am right now when I'm 60? No. So you guys want to start planning for that now, even if it seems super far away. We also want to surround ourselves with like-minded people. If you know you want to be an entrepreneur and you know you have this God-sent business idea, stop hanging with people who's only downplaying your dreams, who's only downplaying your ideas or what it is you want to do in your life. Do not hang around those people. As much as, you know, those people may mean to you, it's better off if you surround yourself with people who think like you. You can love people from a distance. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people will help you. In a sense, you are who you surround yourself with. So make sure that if you want to be a millionaire, try to get in a room with some millionaires. If you want to be an astronaut, try to go to some classes about astronauts, okay? Like, You have to surround yourself around people who you want to be like, or who you aspire to be like, or who has the same vision as you. So make sure that you guys are surrounding yourself with people who think like you, because it's easy, especially when it comes from a friend or a family member who may be, you know, used to not having much, or they're comfortable in the space they're in, but you always wanted more. Make sure that you don't allow them to taint your mind, okay? Because God sees more for us, and some people just don't, you know, see that for themselves, and that's okay. I'm not down on those people. I'm not saying these people are some way, but it's people who want to elevate, and I'm assuming because you clicked on this video, you want to be one of those people that elevate as well. So don't let people tear your dreams and what you have going on for yourself down, because you're doing an amazing job, and just the mere fact that you're clicking on a video like this shows a lot about the person who you are. Investing in yourself. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself, whether or not that's investing in education, investing into a new business, investing into your appearance. When you look good, you feel good. So self-care is a really good thing too. Make sure that you guys are investing into pedicures every 2 weeks, or investing into your eyebrows or your hair getting done. It's little things like that that makes us feel good about ourselves. The better we feel, the better we operate. So make sure that you are also taking time for that self-care and investing into ourselves. Like I said, that can go from personal hygiene all the way down to investing in a business, or investing into a career, or investing into education. Now, remember how I told you guys about having $10,000 in the bank? You can also save $10,000 for your down payment on your building. So make sure that you guys are also saving towards income property. Income property is one of those things where people are really afraid of. It's kind of like mortgages and all of that type of stuff. Those are scary words for people who aren't used to hearing them. Y'all can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it. Start investing in income property so people can say, hey, oh, the rent is due, I'm finna kick you out. Oh no, I want you out today. People can't kick you out of your own stuff if you own it. So make sure you guys start adding some ownership into your life, okay? Make that a goal. You don't necessarily have to achieve these things in your 20s, but these are things that you need to start working on in your 20s. Brings me to my next point, okay? My dad always told me, keep your credit straight. Keep your credit straight. Make sure that you are paying back people on time. Don't go and, you know, take out a whole bunch of credit cards, take out a whole bunch of loans, especially if you don't have to. You're surviving. You're surviving. You don't need this credit card. You don't need this Marshall's credit card. You don't need this TJ Maxx credit card. You know what I'm saying? So Ulta credit card, that be getting a lot of y'all. Y'all don't need those things. So why go take that out? I also will recommend, you know, getting a financial advisor to help you make smarter financial decisions if you struggle in that area. So yeah, you know, just preparing yourself for better for yourself. Even if you're like in a situation where you're just like, oh, I done messed myself up, I'm watching this video to see how I can get myself back on track. All of this stuff that I'm listing, you can start today. Like, even if you feel like you're so far in a hole, you feel like, oh my gosh, it's no coming back from this, you can still get up and make a change in your life today. Okay? And all progress is an accomplishment, you guys. So don't feel so down on yourself where you're feeling like, I'm just so deep in this rut right now, I don't know what to do, my credit is shot, my I don't know what I want to go to school for, my business is not doing so well. Whatever the case may be, it can all be turned around, especially if you go to God about it, especially if you pray about it, especially if you make it a decision or make it a goal for yourself to make a change for it. If you just constantly sit and wallow in your depression or wallow in your feelings, nothing's going to change. That is not going to solve anything. That is not going to make your credit better. That is not going to help you decide what school to go to. That's not going to help you decide whether or not you're going to take this job offer. It's not going to help. Taking action, trusting God, and having faith is what's going to help. And putting in the work is what's going to help. So my final point, and this is a point that I want everyone to take and truly apply it to their lives. We live in a world where social media is literally our day-to-day. Everybody's on social media. Everybody's scrolling. Everybody's laughing at TikToks. Everybody is on social media. And with that comes comparison. Don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself. It's people out there who are 20-year-old millionaires, It's people out there who are 16 years old, billionaires. It's just like, it's people who go viral on TikTok overnight, and it's just like their entire life changes. And you cannot compare yourself to those people. And let me tell you why. God literally has a plan specifically for your life. You don't know what those people had to go through. You don't know how those people got to that point. You don't know what they had to do to get to that point. You have to go strictly by what God tells you to do. If you don't, you will find yourself in a world of trouble. Stop comparing yourself. And then I also want you guys to realize everything you see on social media is not real. You're not going to see what they had to do to go get that. You're not going to see all of the nights they spent, you know, crying and the turmoil they had to go through to get to the point they're at. You don't see those things because they don't post those things, because they only want you to see their accomplishments. So make sure you guys aren't comparing yourselves on social media. Make sure that you guys are, you know, trusting in God's plan for your life, because that is ultimately the only way that you will actually be successful. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope this encouraged you to, you know, get your life, girl. Go get your life. Go get your life. You know what I'm saying? Because we young, we in our 20s, y'all. We can go get it. We can go get it. We literally got our whole life ahead of us, y'all. If you think about it. Even if you're in your 30s, like I want to reiterate that. Even if you're in your 30s. Even if you're in your teens. If you're in your teens and you start applying this now, oh yeah, you're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. So I'm so excited for you guys, okay? I'm so excited for you guys because I know the information I'm giving you guys is literally life-changing, especially if you apply it to your life, okay? So I hope this video inspired someone. I hope this video helped someone. If it did, make sure you leave a like. Comment down below. I want to talk to y'all. And subscribe to my channel, you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah!